Man confirmed dead as a result of injuries sustained in crash involving police unit in St. Elizabeth. A man reportedly died as a result of injuries he sustained in a crash involving a police unit and a motor car along the Holland Bumper Main Road in St. Elizabeth Monday afternoon. Reports are that about 2 p.m. the police unit, a Mitsubishi L200, assigned to the Area 3 patrol team, slammed into the side of the motor car along the main road. Firefighters were called to the scene to extricate the man who was pinned to the vehicle. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Several other people, including police officers, also sustained injuries and were taken to the hospital for treatment. Mother of teen who fell from campaign bus speaks following tragedy. The mother of 15-year-old Lamar Gray, who died during a campaign event for the People's National Party on Sunday, has sought to clear the air surrounding the incident. Lamar fell from a moving vehicle about 5:15 p.m. as the motorcade was passing through the South Burke Division in Portmore, St. Catherine. The teen's mother, Andrea, said she was on the bus with her son when the incident occurred. "Pan the bus when me dey, him did there with me. Him did there pan the doorstep. Me say to him, MJ, come off at the door. Me talk to him till me and him sit down. When the rest of man them run off pan the bus, him a run off. Like, if me did say something to him, him would a come back. Or I go draw him, but me no want say nothing to him, so me can't bother with him and say nothing to him. So him go back pan the bus with the other people them pan the other bus, and I saw me here say they know somebody drop off, and me just know see him." Andrea also quashed questions about her son being part of a political campaign. "Some people are saying him shouldn't dey pan the bus, and me see young baby dey pan politics bus. So that couldn't happen to anybody, and I just life," she argued, adding that she remains strong despite feeling really down about her son's death. Meanwhile, PNP President Mark Golding and other members of the party visited the family on Monday to offer support. Mr. Golding said the party is in a state of shock and sadness following the incident. He urged campaigners to calm down and not to take any unnecessary risk on the road. Think about your own safety and the safety of others. Paul Adams seeking medical care. Principal of Herbert Marcy Technical High School, Paul Adams, is seeking medical care as his colleagues breathe a sigh of relief that he was found alive after going missing on Sunday night. Adams was reported found by members of security forces in Garlands in South St. James on Monday afternoon. "I can confirm that he was found, and I can say that he sustained injuries and was taken to hospital," JTA President Leighton Johnson told reporters. Early in the day, it was reported that Adams, a former JTA president, had been missing since Sunday night. The news was widely circulated, eliciting worrying responses from the education sector, his colleagues, current and past students. The JTA's Johnson was among those who issued an appeal for help in locating Adams. When Adams was found, Johnson was obviously relieved. "We are really grateful for the outcome of this situation. We thank the God that he is alive, and we can now breathe a sigh of relief on how the situation has unfolded," he told a press release. When contacted, Johnson was, however, tight-lipped about details on Adams' ordeal. Social media posts have shown Adams' silver Suzuki SUV in a bushy ditch, as well as the principal, effluently thanking God and the strong contingent of police that rescued him. Unconfirmed reports are that the principal was abducted. Adams was reported missing after he failed to show up for work on Monday. A senior teacher at the Herbert Marson, who asked not to be identified by name, said while they were left rattled by the absence that there were no interruptions to the school operations. Adams has been the principal of the school since 2002. He served as JTA president from 2021 to 2022 and again from 2011 to 2012.
The Jamaica Teachers Association can confirm that the principal of the Herbert Morrison Technical High School and the two-time past president, Mr. Paul Adams, has been found and he is alive. We are really grateful for the outcome of this situation. We thank God that he is alive and that we can now breathe a sigh of relief on how this situation has unfolded. We thank the members of the association, members of the general public, and all persons who prayed for us, prayed for him, supported his family during a very, very difficult and anxious period. We just want to now pray that all is well and that he can continue to serve his country in the remarkable way that he has been doing over the years.
Policeman on murder charge stuck behind bars. A policeman in a murder case is currently stuck behind bars because he has no one to bail him. Corporal Dean Carr was granted bail in the Home Circuit Court on February 1 in the sum of $1.5 million with sureties. However, efforts to get him out has not been successful. I discovered recently that you cannot use any assets other than a land title to bail someone at the Supreme Court. It is wrong and unconstitutional, and I plan to challenge it in court, said Carr's attorney Hugh Wildman. Land is not the only asset or property owned to law, so if you have the most expensive motor vehicle, which is far in excess of the amount of the bail bond, you cannot use it to bail someone, added Wildman in decrying that he described as a policy of the Supreme Court. The lawyer said he has been representing Carr free of cost because he cannot pay legal fees, and according to him, he is not getting any support from the Jamaica Police Federation or the government. Both the attorney and his client have expressed outrage that the cop was charged because they argued that he was acting in self-defense at the time of the incident. Carr is claiming that the case against him developed out of an attempt at a revenge because he intervened in a shooting at a wholesale in Greendale, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on December 21, 2021. According to him, it was because of that incident that he was attacked by a group of men on August 19, 2022. Carr said he was off duty on December 21, 2021 when he saw some men shooting a security guard who ended up crippled because of his injuries. One of the men, Romario Thomas, fired at him and he returned fire and Thomas was shot. Thomas was subsequently charged with shooting with intent, wounding with intent, and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition after he turned up at the hospital seeking treatment for gunshot wounds. I was going to court in that matter until Thomas pleaded guilty to the charges, Carr stated. Carr is claiming that on August 19, 2022, a relative of Thomas pointed him out to some men and they immediately fired shots at him. He said he fired back and one of the men he claimed attacked him, Tajay Simit, was fatally shot. Following investigations by the Indicom Commission of Investigations and a ruling of the Office of the Director of Prosecutions, Carr was charged in April 2023 with Simit's murder and for shooting with intent of another man. Carr said he was shocked to be charged with shooting with intent at a man who he claims, along with his friends, first fired at him. He said so far, the man have not been charged with shooting with intent at him, and that was not fair. Carr was granted bail last year in the St. Catherine Parish Court in the sum of $500,000 with surety. He was on bail until he appeared in the Home Circuit Court this month and was re-offered bail in the sum of $1.5 million with sureties to return to court on May 21. Attorney at law John Jacob is also representing Carr. I can't believe I could be facing so many injustices because I could have lost my life during the incident, said the 51-year-old policeman who has 33 years service in the police force. He said he is a sole breadwinner for his family and has been suspended from duty without pay. He said he contacted the Police Federation, which represents rank and file members of the constabulary force, about his plight, but the response he got was that he could not assist him at this time with legal representation. Some of Carr's senior officer friends have described him as hardworking and a dedicated policeman. New conspiracy charges against Beaches Stout and co-accused. Prosecution begins closing arguments. The mother of Tony McDonald wailed and ran out of court in tears as the prosecution summed up its case in the murder of her daughter as it began closing arguments. Tony's husband, Portland businessman Everton Beaches Stout McDonald, and another man, Oscar Barnes, are being tried in the Home Circuit Court for her death. In making its closing argument, the prosecution told the jury that Barnes used a knife to inflict stab wounds to Tonya. This caused her mother to descend into an emotional state and storm out of the courthouse. Tony's sister followed her outside in a bid to console their mother. The court heard that Tony's partially burnt body was found in a deserted road in Sherwood Forest in Portland on July 20, 2020. Tony, 32, whose throat was slashed, had 9 stab wounds. A contract killer, Denverlin Minto, who is serving 19 years in prison for his role in her murder, had testified that Beaches Stout hired him to kill his wife for $3 million, but that he passed on the work to Barnes. The trial is being presided over by Justice Chester Stamp. Earlier, Stamp granted an amendment to the prosecution indictment regarding conspiracy charges against the accused men. On February 5th, the court freed McDonald and Barnes of conspiracy charges. A days after they were freed, prosecutors made an application for the indictment to be amended to reflect that McDonald conspired with Minto, who then conspired with Barnes to kill Tonya. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.